Dexter Morgan, Michael C. Hall, a covert serial killer and blood spatter analyst for the Miami Metro Police Department, continues to manage his dual existence in Popping Cherry, the third episode of Dexter's first season. While he targets Jeremy Downs, a freshly paroled adolescent murderer, in the present, the episode delves deeper into his background by exposing his first human homicide through flashbacks. Dexter's personal relationships, especially with his lover Rita Bennett, Julie Benz, are complicated as the investigation into the ice truck killer gets more intense. The ongoing police investigation, Dexter's psychological conflict with his dark passenger, and his efforts to keep up a normal front are all balanced in this episode. Dexter finds Jeremy Downs, Devon Graye, a juvenile killer who was just granted parole, to be a new target. At a swap meet, Dexter witnesses Jeremy, who had previously killed another kid, purchasing a knife and practicing slashing motions, raising the possibility that he will kill again. Jeremy is startled and runs away when Dexter catches him by the wrist to stop him. Dexter.fandom.com. Dexter is motivated to find Jeremy by his adoptive father Harry Morgan's code, which states that he should only kill killers who have eluded capture. In this episode, Dexter carefully considers whether Jeremy satisfies the code, emphasizing his meticulous killing style. Jeremy is later found and confronted by Dexter. He discovers at a crucial point that Jeremy killed him in retaliation for being raped by his former victim. This information makes Dexter's choice more difficult since he recognizes similarities between Jeremy and himself. Both are motivated to kill by trauma. In a rare departure from his typical behavior, Dexter saves Jeremy's life, demonstrating empathy, or an understanding of our common darkness. This choice emphasizes the episode's focus on Dexter's moral limits and his battle to uphold the code. Through flashbacks, the episode exposes Dexter's first human kill, a nurse named Mary, who poisoned patients while he was in the hospital, including his adoptive father, Harry Morgan. Given Dexter's murderous tendencies, Harry sees Nurse Mary as a good candidate for Dexter's first murder, leading him to use his dark passenger as code.dexter.fandom.com states. A young Dexter, played by Devon Graye in certain sequences, is shown in the flashback getting ready for the kill, but he is portrayed as untrained and sloppy in contrast to his eventual accuracy. Harry's guidance is crucial, stressing the value of covering tracks and abiding by the code. It is implied that Dexter kills Mary, a pivotal point in his evolution as a serial killer, even if the kill is not depicted in graphic detail. Dexter's history is revealed through these flashbacks, which demonstrate how Harry influenced him to become a vigilante murderer. Dexter's inability to replicate typical human reactions to loss and death further emphasizes his emotional distance. The ice truck killer case has drawn the attention of the Miami Metro Police Department after Sherry Taylor, a prostitute who Dexter's sister Deborah Morgan knew from her undercover job in Vice, was found to be another victim. At the Miami Blades Ice Hockey Stadium, the victim's dismembered, bloodless body is discovered posing in the goal net, raising awareness of the case. Dexter.fandom.com, desiring publicity, Lieutenant Maria LaGuerta urges the authorities to make Tucci, the missing security man from the stadium, the main suspect. Tension with LaGuerta arises, though, as Deborah keeps looking into other leads since she thinks Tucci is innocent. The accuracy of the cuts matches the ice truck killer's methodical techniques, so Dexter, who is examining the crime scene, knows the true murderer is still at large. Dexter is fascinated by the killer's taunting techniques, including the bloodless dismemberment, which reflects his own preoccupation with blood, and the episode discreetly develops the ice truck killer plot. This establishes the continuing game of cat and mouse between the ice truck killer and Dexter. Rita Bennett, Dexter's girlfriend, encounters difficulties when Ricky, Rob Goodman, a heroin dealer connected to her imprisoned ex-husband Paul, seizes her automobile. Rita is forced to use public transit to travel to her job as a hotel receptionist when Ricky demands payment for Paul's previous deaths. Dexter thinks about stepping in, perhaps by killing Ricky, but Rita is adamant that he not become involved, highlighting her wish to deal with her issues on her own. This subplot emphasizes Rita's susceptibility and Dexter's protective tendencies, but it also illustrates his struggle to keep a normal relationship going because he can't emotionally connect with her. It also creates tension for later on because of Paul's impact on Rita's life. In order to exert pressure on drug lord Carlos Guerrero, played by Tasso Papadakis, Sergeant James Dokes, Eric King, pays him a visit. However, Dokes's reputation within the department is harmed when a group of vigilante police officers fabricate evidence against him. This subplot establishes Dokes' tense working relationship with his co-workers and foreshadows his continued mistrust of Dexter in subsequent episodes. Dexter.fandom.com, The way Dokes is framed adds intrigue by highlighting the corruption in the police force and drawing comparisons to Dexter's own covert actions.